はい、皆さん、こんにちは。林です。本日はですね、先日からご案内させていただいております、この Shopee の輸出サービスなんですけども、オペレーションを担う代表のですね、ケニース・リーさんにですね、お越しいただきまして、いろいろとですね、今回の試みについての質問をしてみたいと思いますので、ぜひ楽しみにしていただければなというふうに思います。それではですね、本日の内容にご興味の方はです、最後までご視聴ください。それでは早速始めていきましょう。Let's get started.Okay, so today I welcome Mr. Kenis. He's the CEO of the SG Gift. Welcome, Mr. Kenis.
Hello, Kazuma.
First of all, today I'm going to introduce you and your service to the Japanese potential audience. So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions and then you can explain them to the Japanese audience. So my first questions to you is, you have built a great team remotely in Indonesia. May I know what's the reason behind that you guys chose Indonesia as a country to hire your staff?
Currently, for our company, we manage several clients' portfolio and we are selling in more than 8 countries. So that requires us to have a high number of workforce. Hiring staff in Singapore is very expensive and there are shortages of talent. Hiring in Singapore is very difficult. Whereas for Indonesia, hiring is actually more cost efficient and it makes our service more cost efficient for the client especially. And because Indonesia is a big market and there are a lot of talent, hiring people, retaining them is definitely a lot easier and better also.
I understand that Indonesia is very, very cost effective, but why you don't hire people in Malaysia or Philippines or Vietnam? Why did you chose Indonesia? Because there might be other countries, might be even cheaper than Indonesia.
It's because we are also selling in Indonesia at the same time, and within the Southeast Asian market, Indonesia has one of the largest population, about 240 million people, and it's actually a very good market to sell products. So other than hiring people there to manage other countries' portfolio, at the same time, we are also selling in Indonesia. That's why we set our operation there.
Okay, great. Yeah, I definitely look into the Indonesian market as well because, as you know, Indonesia, they got 270 million as a population. It's much, much bigger than Japan, much, much bigger than Singapore. It totally makes sense that you build a team in Indonesia so that we can also sell product in Indonesian market too. So I'm very excited about that as well. So my next question is, say if Japanese audience use your service, how many team members are you going to assign to one client?
Generally, for each Shopee account, we need to allocate 4 manpower. First one will be a product leader to oversee the entire Shopee, the quality of the Shopee account. The other person will be a designer to design very nice store page and also to participate in all the Shopee campaigns. And the third one will be Shopee ad specialist to maintain the quality and the optimization of the Shopee ads. And the last one will be a customer service personnel who manage the customer service at the same time the logistics, the fulfillment.
So you actually allocate 4 staff into the one client. Okay, so my next question is, why should our clients start from Shopee Singapore? Because they are Taiwan or Malaysia or Indonesia, they are a lot bigger country. Singapore is a small market. Why should clients start from Singapore?
First of all, Singapore is a gateway to enter the Southeast Asia market, and Singaporeans have a higher spending capacity. And also the Sing dollar tend to appreciate over various currencies. And lastly, because of the higher spending capacity, many brands tend to use Singapore as a test bed for their brand. Especially for some of the Japanese product, it might be a little bit pricier than the other mainland China product. So Singapore market is actually the best place to test.
Yeah, I have been moving to Singapore for last 3 years, and everything in Singapore is quite expensive, and I can see Singaporean consumer has a lot of buying powers compared to other South Asian markets. I have actually traveled to Vietnam, Malaysia. The products are a lot cheaper in those countries, so that I can see that Singaporean consumers have more spending power. And then you guys also used to pay price increase, because I can see that in the last 2 years, Singaporean rent has been increased. You guys kind of look like okay with that. A lot of Japanese consumers are not ready to the price go up and down, so that Singaporean consumers kind of get used to the price fluctuations. Quite well. So my next question is, what are the challenges to handle the team remotely? The clients might worry about you have a team remotely all over the South Asian regions. So how do you overcome these remote operations?
For us, because we have set up a very comprehensive SOP process, so wherever new candidates or new staff comes on board very fast, they follow the SOP, they will actually get a hang of it and perform the task very efficiently. Our guess at this current challenge with it might be the team dynamics, because most of the staff, they work remotely, they don't meet each other together. So how are we going to solve this will be, we set up multiple small teams. So these multiple small teams, they will tend to work more, and each multiple small teams will have a group leader to take charge of them. And that will actually help us to build up more team dynamics.
Do you also sometimes meet them in person?
Yes, I fly to Indonesia every month to have a monthly meeting with them. And especially Singapore, flying to Jakarta is only 45 minutes flight. So it's definitely very easy.
I see. That's very good. Okay, we just started to test the Lazada, right? My next question is there any benefit of the launch the store both on Shopee and Lazada simultaneously?
The benefit will be giving time for the account to grow, because during the first 3 months where there are limited sales, there isn't a lot of product review. So listing earlier into the Lazada and Shopee at the same time allowed time to grow, especially for the first 3 months. And during the first 3 months where there isn't a lot of orders, that's where there are a lot of limitations on the marketing tools we can use.
Right.
So if you are very confident on your product, listing earlier into Lazada and Shopee also allows you to gain first mover advantage.
Okay, so thank you very much for today's interviews. At the last, please say hello to the Japanese potential clients.
Hello everyone. Thank you very much for watching the video. So for the past 2 years, me and Has has been discussing very comprehensive strategy for the Japanese merchant in order to help them to expand their products into Japan and possibly Taiwan and Indonesia. So we are trying to come up with a cost structure which is highly sustainable yet helps the Japanese merchant to make more money. So we definitely welcome you on board and thank you very much. We look forward working with you closely.
Okay, thank you, Ken. はい、皆さん、本日はですね、代表のケニーさんをですね、お招きしてですね、対談の方をさせていただきました。英語であったので、少し分かりにくいところもあったかもしれないですけども、ケニーさんがですね、インドネシアの方にですね、チームを組んで、しっかりとコストを落としながらですね、オペレーションを組んでいらっしゃることがですね、伝わったと思いますし、これについてはですね、もう少し Zoom のセミナーの方でもですね、詳しく説明の方をしていきたいと思います。彼との出会いはですね、本当にキックスターター、インディゴーとかのですね、商談から始まって、私はちょうどその頃ですね、もうシンガポールに行こうというふうに決めてたので、彼とはですね、個別にいろいろと連絡を取り合ってですね、シンガポールに来てからも一緒に食事を行ったりとかする中でですね、この人はね、本当に信頼できるなというところで、いろいろとビジネスの話を持ちかけて、今、こういった形でコラボレーションをですね、することができるようになったので、非常に私も彼のことを信頼しておりますし、今ですね、5400キロ離れた日本のクライアントの皆様にとってもですね、私も実際にシンガポールに住んでますし、県のオフィスとも15分ぐらいで行ける距離におりますので、ぜひですね、このシンガポールマーケット、我々このエディターズのこのジョイントベンチャーとのですね、コラボレーションのチームでですね、ぜひ試してみていただければなというふうに思います。それでですね、詳しくはですね、概要欄にあるリンクの方からクリックしていただいてですね、Zoom の日程の方を選んでいただきまして、ぜひこのスキームについてですね、一度聞いていただければなというふうに思います。それではですね、本日のコンテンツは以上となります。ご清聴いただきましてありがとうございました。